So here's a little video about litter trays and poop scoopings and stuff. This is quite a deep vegetable box, cardboard ones that you just get free from the supermarket. Plenty other sizes, smaller ones. We have 4 in this cage. This is their big one. With it being nice and deep, it means they can kick about in there, they can dig. Digging's a natural behaviour for rats, and you want to try and replicate that in the home environment. And we cover our boxes in parcel tape just to give them a little bit longer life. If your rats are chewers, then don't do this, because if they ingest the tape, it could be really bad for them, causing internal blockages. We also have a P-rock in most cages. This is the biggest one we have, and you can see it's been well used. This stops an awful lot of the male marking that goes on. I know females, they pee mark as well, but not as much as boys do. So a nice big smooth rock, something that they can stand on fully. And this one's really too big for a P-rock, but it helped the boys get up and out. Not that they really need help getting up to there, but it just helps them get around a bit easier. So we clean these out once, twice a day. The tools of the trade are a bright torch. You need a torch because if they've been digging around in there, then these little poops, they can get covered over, and there is sort of more dust at the bottom of the tray that, you know, if they get covered in that, they look grey, they look quite like these little pellets. So a torch helps you identify which is poop, which is pellet. And we also have the poop spoon, which is just an old soup spoon, and we've put nail polish dots on it to identify it so that it'll never be near a human mouth again. Or any mouth again. I mean, who the hell wants to eat off the poop spoon? And the other thing that we use is Pringles tubes. Old Pringles tubes. I had a friend that I used to work beside who gave me an absolute ton of these. We're well stocked up, but my son also eats a few. So yeah, we just scoop the poop and it goes in the tube. When the tube's full, sometimes we empty it into the bin, and sometimes if it's, you know, if it's dirty, if the rats have had diarrhea or whatever, then the whole lot just goes out into the bin. So doing it this way, it sort of makes the litter last maybe twice as long. You know, we change the litter boxes fully about once every couple of weeks. Definitely not smelling. It's not just poops we dig out, we also look for wet patches where they've been peeing, and a lot of that tends to be around this box. If you see, there's like a darker bit just there. That's where they pee, that's where it's ran off the rock and peed. So we take that out as well, and that gets rid of the pee so there's no ammonia build up. We think it's a really good system, it works for us. Like I say, there's 4 litter boxes in this one. There used to be 3, but all of a sudden they started pooping in this bottom corner. So we just thought, well, if we put a box there, it's easier than cleaning up the mess off the floor every day. And they have one in this back corner, and they have one at the top, just a small, shallow one. I would say that's probably one of the most important trays because it's near their beds. Boys tend to be really lazy, and when they just woke up they need a pee. If there isn't a box there, then they would have just done it on the shelf. So this one's the one that gets the most pee in it, and it is a big help in tidying up. The rest of the cage is covered in newspaper. We're really lucky that Duke's mum and dad still get a newspaper delivered every day, so we get all the old papers that cover the floor. There's actually very few mistakes. You can see there they've had a pee in the paper. That'll be because we've taken the other one out, so they're still going in the place where they know they should. Just the box isn't there right now for them. So usually when Duke's poop scooping, the boys are actually out and running about. which can be a lot of fun. It definitely slows things down. So in this cage, I don't know if you can see, but there's just one vegetable tray in the bottom. This is the old boy's cage. There's only 2 guys in there just now. And this is Rhubarb and Custard's cage. Hello, baby. Hello, little snoot. Hello. So they have one large one at the bottom here, and they have a smaller one up beside their bed. And these babies are absolutely amazing. They never pee or poo anywhere else in the thing. And I mean, they've picked it up so quickly, right from when they went into the big cage. The way I litter train my rats is when we get them as babies, they don't go into the big cage straight away. They actually put them into a small, well, the hospital cage that I use, not the tiny hamster one, but a larger one. And they live in that for maybe a week or 2. It helps them bond because they're easier to find when you put your hand in. You're normally quite near one of them, rather than trying to hunt them down in the big cage. Bum sticking out of the pumpkin there. So yeah, the pellets that I use in here is what we put in the plastic pan that's in the bottom of the cage. So that's what they get used to going on. They get used to doing their poops in the litter. So when you then move them onto the big cage setup with litter boxes, they naturally go to the area, to the boxes with the substrate in it, because that's what they're used to doing their business on, and that's where they want to go on it. And it's always worked for us. We've never had that fail. Even with an older rat, when we had the rescue rat Bumblebee, that's what we did with him. He was in a small hamster cage for a few days, and it had the substrate in the bottom. When he joined these boys in the bigger cage, it was a straight switch for him. He just immediately started going into litter boxes. There was no mistakes or accidents. They just seemed to get it. It's excellent. If you were litter training other ways, if you found any, if they had any accidents and there was poop lying around the cage, then you pick this up and you put it into their litter box and you leave it there for a while. This is teaching them that that's where the poops are supposed to go. And they will pick up on that. They are very clever animals. So, anyway, usually this is open and they get out to play. And when a box is complete, Dougie puts it away and gets another one down. And that's the point where they usually start climbing everywhere. You can be able to get it in there with them there. Always very interested in what's going on. And this keeps the cage really clean. It's so much easier. We just change the newspapers as needed. They must all be in the castle, are they? They've been very quiet. Oh, there's Rimmer. Hello, Holly. Hello, Rimmer. Hello, little man. Come on then. Rimsy. Great as well. Hello, Crichton. Hello, Holly. Righty-do. The hand inspection has begun. You've been eating any nice food? Have any rats peed on you? Hey cat. Cat's at his sock. Cat always seems to have a thing for socks and toes. So that's another aspect of life in the Ray rat room. See, that's a good pea stone there. That's a nice wide, round, flat one. They like that one. Not as much as they like the giant one, but they like that one. We got them from our local river. Our river's actually got too many stones. It's been dredged, and there's a flood prevention scheme going on. So there's a lot of rocks that have been taken away anyway, so they've not minded us going down and taking some. That's another one done. So, 2 more to go. So that's you've seen what we do, so we'll leave it there. And as I say, that's another aspect of life here that works for us. It makes life easier for us to handle with having the health issues. It can be a bit much sometimes. Especially with the adventurous wee man. Holly. They're all sleeping anyway, boy. Go on, cat's having a go now. Okay, so thank you for watching, and maybe see you again. You can always like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed this. Bye.